swinging a hot bat, but he's also been slugging, and this is a pretty fascinating heat map to look at because of all the different areas, and you see whatever area is red is where Elvis has really turned it up. We saw the down and in home run that he hit the other day, but then also up and away, which we've seen him do, go the other way. We've seen home runs hit to right field. We've seen him hit balls down the right field line. We see another hit and run.
Santana was off and running.
Unless, remember, was it Tony Beasley that kind of set us straight a little bit in spring training? We're like, oh, how about that hit and run? He's like, well, I'd love to tell you that it was a hit and run. Or was it Woody that told? I can't remember if it was Beasley.
No, it was Tony.
It was Bees, right? Tony Beasley. And he's like, no, he actually did that on his own, which he does have basically the freedom to do. They trust him that much. Not that he called a hit and run, but even if he does see a runner going, he may try to treat it as a hit and run.
2 and attempt foul.
Which always amazes me, like I said, with hitters to be able to make those decisions on the fly. You already have such little time to react to a pitch as it is. And to think about changing your strategy based on what a runner may be doing. Pretty incredible.
I mean, if you just worked out the math, it seems impossible that a person's brain could work that quickly. 0-2.
It's a smart pitch. Elvis didn't like it because it was up and in, but you saw him covering the outside part of the plate. We showed you where he has slugged really well. Whenever you got a hitter that can slug, hit the ball hard for pitches away. You don't want him to get too comfortable leaning out over the plate.
He fights off another one. 1-2 the count.
He wanted that one back 95 miles an hour at the top of the zone, but we have seen Elvis do damage on that pitch this year. Most guys are just happy that they fought it off because they'd like to get themselves a better pitch to hit. Elvis actually likes hitting that pitch.
7th pitch of the at-bat. Nope. First to throw over to first. Santana stole a base earlier tonight. His first of the year. He's off and running earlier in the at-bat. Ball and 2 strikes on Andrus. Good lead over there at first. And he'll draw another throw.
That was close. I think Danny Santana knew it was close. Good job sliding to the outside part of the bag, which you are taught he was indeed safe.
Well, the Rangers just flat wore out Cam Bedrosian last inning. Jewell came on to get the final out, but they're wearing him out here this inning. In particular, Andrus. And this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. 5 foul balls. And that one off the plate. 2-2. This now is 4th at bat. Has seen better than 20 pitches for the evening. This will be the 22nd. Runner going and a swing and a miss. The throw down to second base, not even close. Santana with his 2nd stolen base of the night, but it is a strikeout of Elvis. 1 away.
Right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
Well, Saturday, April 20th. 7 o'clock game, Rangers and Astros. And the first 15,000 fans will get a Snaffle Tom Thumb Batting Champs Michael Young bobblehead. It's the first in a 2-part series. Tickets are available at TexasRangers.com by calling 972-RANGERS. Here is Nomar Mazara, and he has had an interesting evening so far tonight. Productive plate appearances all. He's 0 for 1. With an RBI ground out, he's been hit by a pitch. He has walked and scored a run. And he takes strike 1. So Maz has been pretty heavily involved every time he has gotten up, and the Rangers have had a lot of traffic out there all night. One strike pitch, and it is high.
I think what you're seeing from Nomar tonight, a good example of why we don't necessarily focus on batting average as much as we once did. 3 plate appearances, all productive, all contributing in a pretty important way. The ground out, as you mentioned, turned into an RBI. The walk turned into a run scored.
Fouled away, 1-2. Yesterday, the Rangers fashioned their largest comeback of the year in beating Oakland to split that quick 2-game series. Today, they trailed 3-0. But have come back to take an 8-4 lead. And this one flared foul. Now, so far this year, we talked earlier about how great this Angels bullpen has been. They hadn't lost a game when leading by more than 1 run. And they had lost only 1 game in which they had led at all. That was a game against Seattle. They had led 1-0. But today they had the 3-0 lead. And the Rangers have turned it around on them, and in a hurry. 1-2, trickled foul again. They feel good to be up by 4 at the moment. They would love to add some more, and a chance here with a base hit to get Santana to the plate. He has good speed out there at second. That is low. 2-2. Two-two, and in the dirt. Now Joey Gallo waiting on deck. So for Jewell, this is a big pitch here to Nomar Mazara. He's already pretty much guaranteed to have to deal with Gallo with at least a runner on base. Could be 2. Payoff on the way. And this one hit sharply. Through into right field, base hit. Santana being waved again. He'll score. RBI single by Mazara. And it's 9-4. Boy, that's another big time at bat.
Certainly is, and one that's productive for Nomar. First of all, working the count, seeing 8 pitches when it was all said and done. And number 8 stayed up in the zone. Nomar drills this thing into right field. He hit it on the ground, but he hit it hard, and a good jump there at second base from Danny Santana, who scores easily. No chance at all to get him, and the Rangers continue to roll against this Angels bullpen. Perhaps we should always say nice things about
Yes.
opposing bullpens.
Gallo takes a fastball for a strike. Now Joey having a good night. Hit a rifle shot into the upper deck in right field in the 3rd inning. And then an RBI single last inning. And he hits this one off to the left foul. It's 0-2.
Pretty sure I know the answer to this, but you know, Joey is built to hit home runs. It's what he does best. A little bit of joy though on the opposite field, ground ball base hit.
I think so, yeah.
Not equal joy, but it's got to feel a little special for him.
He swings and misses here. 2 away. Well, this is a special night for a special friend of ours. And here to tell you a little more about that is Emily Jones.
Indeed, it is 2,900 straight games for this man as a Major League Baseball PA announcer. Chuck Morgan, the voice of Globe Life Park in Arlington. That is since 1983. He has been here with the exception of 1 year in Kansas City, 2002. He got back here as quick as he could. But 2,900 straight games for this man, Chuck Morgan. Chuck, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it very much.
You are very welcome. You are such a wonderful voice to hear, and the voice that everyone hears as soon as they walk into the ballpark. And we'll take it next door next year, right?
That is exactly right. I'll take it over there, and we'll have fun under the roof.
Yes, and out of the heat. Guys?
Well, here's to 2,900 more for the GOAT, Chuck Morgan. This ball hit well into right field. Gone! Cabrera with a 2-run shot. And the Rangers are just piling on here in the 6th inning. 5th home run of the year for Asdrubal Cabrera, and they have all come here at home.
These Rangers bats are absolutely showing no mercy. Had a tough time in that Angels series in Los Angeles. Tonight here at home, as you mentioned, they continue to pile on. That ball was at the top of the zone and maybe even above the zone. Asdrubal Cabrera able to get to it, level it out. And he knew it right away. An absolute no doubter into those right field seats.
Jewell remains in the game, taking a beating here in this 6th inning, and Logan Forsythe 0 for 3 so far, and he'd like to get in the reindeer games here a little bit. Strikeout looking, ground out, a line out, and he smoked that ball his last time up in the 5th inning, but for an out.
Last year when we did our Behind the Lens special broadcasts, I think perhaps for most folks one of their favorite parts was when we were talking to Chuck Morgan. He was announcing players' names and then talking to us, storytelling. I'm not sure I got any more positive feedback about what we did, and it was a really fun broadcast. But that part of it, I mean, I was blown away just watching him talk to us, not miss a beat, announce the next hitter, and it was just really, really cool. And I think for fans that is a voice that they grew up listening to. It's a really comfortable voice. When you're a fan of a team, the voice of the ballpark just really resonates with you. But then to get a little bit more from Chuck Morgan, to get a little bit more personality, hear about him, storytelling. People absolutely loved that part of what we did, and I did as well.
And he is more than just a PA announcer here. He is a full-time, year-round employee. He does so much for the ball club. So much of the fan experience here is basically driven by Chuck and his team, the ballpark entertainment. 3-2, and Forsythe takes ball 4, so he is on in this 6th inning. And Brad Ausmus may have seen enough. He signals right away. So that'll be it for Jewell. And the Angels go deeper into that pin.
In control, 11-5 as we go to the bottom of the 7th, and there's a nice little note for you. There are 11 runs this evening. Well, that ties the 2019 season high.
First pitch to Delino in there for a strike to start this 7th inning. Well, they're not done yet, or hope not to be done yet. Strike 2 on DeShields, who is 1 for 3. Had the RBI single in the 5th inning. That came off Bedrosian. So stole another base, his 6th of the year, and he takes outside. It's 1-2. So it's interesting. Delino DeShields against Cam Bedrosian in that 5th inning. You got to figure his dad would have faced Steve Bedrosian back in the day, right?
I'm gonna go find out for you. I would think so.
Which then begs the question: how often really have we seen that? Fathers and sons facing fathers and son pitcher.
I saw a note. Oh, it was from Gio Gonzalez, who had some struggles against Vlad Guerrero Sr. facing Vlad Guerrero Jr. in the minor leagues. He basically said, "I'm done facing your family. I'm tired of it. Get out of here."
Delano takes a walk here to start the 7th inning. Off John Curtis. Curtis, who came in to get the final out last inning.
So Steve Bedrosian faced Delino DeShields 5 times. 0 for 3 with a couple of walks.
Oh.
You ask, I answer.
That's excellent work. Now Delino, a little lead at first. And the first pitch swinging. Chu rips this one into right field. Base hit. DeShields pedaling for third, and he'll be in there easily on the Chu single. Chu's 3rd hit of the night. He's swinging a hot bat right now.
It certainly is, and you really do enjoy seeing this combination. We've talked a lot about Delino batting 9th, but here he is actually leading off an inning. That gets Chu 2nd. Good contact man with a good base runner gives you some really good opportunities to do that right there.
All right, Danny Santana, who really endeared himself to teammates yesterday with that huge triple in the comeback, a pinch hit triple, and now today 2 hits, 2 runs scored, a stolen base. Pitch from Curtis, and that one bounces up there. Nobody advancing. You were looking for a potential dirt ball right there, and maybe another chain exchange. Boy, 3 big innings tonight for the Rangers. 3 in the 3rd, 4 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. And a high pop-up, foul ground. Cozart is over, and that is out number 1. Time for a Chevy game break. Let's check in again with Rick Renner.
Thanks, Dave. Brandon Nimmo knocks it into the Phillies stands for a solo home run, only his 3rd of the year. The Mets and Phillies are tied at 6 in the bottom of the 9th. High drama, guys.
So I didn't want to steal Rick's thunder, so I was kind of biting my tongue.
Okay.
I thought for sure where he was going to go was out to Los Angeles, where Yasiel Puig took Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, did he?
Deep.
Andrews takes one up and in.
The return of Yasiel Puig to Los Angeles after getting traded to the Cincinnati Reds along with Matt Kemp and Alex Wood this past winter.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now there was a big press conference. Where he was 30 minutes late.
Nothing's changed.
Nope. Welcome back. 1-2 count on Elvis.
That's pretty amazing.
It is, and yet so predictable.
LA traffic, Dave. It's real.
Well, listen, that is real. Slow chopper, 3rd base. Cozart will throw on to first. They get Andrews, but it's another RBI ground out tonight for this Rangers offense as DeShields scores from 3rd. It's like college football season, and the Rangers leaning on their ground game. It's a 3rd time they've done that.
I think what that tells you, too, is this is the upside of contact. Good things can happen when you put the ball in play. Even though Elvis was out in front of that breaking ball, he did enough to make sure the Rangers get another run on the board. It's good at bat.
So 2 gone, and Chu out there in scoring position at 2nd base.
I think Delano's feeling a little bit of pressure to keep the hair going now that we saw Jude yesterday, the youngster. Was he 5-year-old?
Yes,
Full Delano outfit on. 4-year-old has been corrected by our ace producer, Mike Dressman. He's on it.
Who's the great mini-me, man?
Can't tell you what Nomar's hitting, but he'll tell you how old Jude was.
Here's the 1-0, and Mazara swings and misses. A throw down to second base. Chu back in there.
I don't know if you saw or not, Delino, after the game, met Jude, brought him in the tunnel for a really cool photo op, and really a memory of a lifetime for that young man.
Yeah. Met some of the other players. But you got, I mean, listen, if a 4-year-old shows up in your image, strike, I mean, down to the hair color, dyed blue.
And just super cute on top of it. I mean, just no two ways about it.
I can't imagine a more flattering effort by a fan. I mean, that was pretty cool. 1-2. Omar shoots that one foul. Pretty neat, though. Rangers back up by 7 again here tonight. Scored in all but 2 innings. Mazara breaks his bat on a slow roller second base. Estella charging. Pujols gets there just in time at first, and it ends the inning. Well, the Rangers get that run back they lost in the top of the inning. We'll go to the 8th. It's 12-5.
Yeah, let's get well today.
I would say it's.
Fox Sports Southwest is your home for Rangers baseball all season long. All the great plays. The biggest hits. And division rivalries. Don't miss a moment. Rangers baseball all season long on Fox Sports Southwest and streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
I've been to Floyd Mayweather fight. I've been to Mike Tyson fight. No comparison.
Who is the highest paid athlete 3 of the last 4 years?
To back singles, his first 2 at-bats of the night, but since then has flied out to center and to left. He'll take tight, ball 1.
It's a big hit for the casino. They didn't seem too happy.
Calhoun, the leadoff man tonight for the Angels, and he taps that one foul.
So these are the at-bats for me that are worth paying close attention to, with Kyle Bird going up against some pretty good left-handed hitters. You saw him get Tommy La Stella to ground out. Hard ground ball, but a really nice play. And now how he does here against Cole Calhoun. You look at this game, it's okay, perfect situation. He finishes it up. But as the Rangers kind of sort things out here early and figuring out who can be the go-to guys in big situations, who is your lefty up against a left-handed hitter when you need a big out. Jeffrey Springs is down there, of course, as well as the other lefty in that bullpen. He's actually had better numbers against righties, in which he has dominated. Jeffrey has 118 batting average against those righties, lefties 250. But I think for Chris Woodward, even though he has roles and has ideas, these kind of at-bats start to register in the back of his mind to keep an eye on and say, who could be my guy? If I have to get a righty out of there and need to get a lefty in to face a lefty, who will you go to?
Bird a little upset at the previous pitch that it wasn't called. Now a 3-1 offering, and this one got too much of the plate, and it will end up in the seats. 2-run homer for Cole Calhoun. It's his 3rd home run of the year, and it cuts in a little bit on that Rangers lead.
get a 3-1 count and you get a little bit big here with your swing, and it's exactly what Cole Calhoun did. You mentioned that pitch 2 pitches ago. I think there probably was a pretty good argument we have on the location.
Yeah, kind of put him in a bad spot there at 3-1, and now Trout with the bases empty. And that one off the fist to shortstop. Andrews will throw out Trout, and it ends the inning.
Somebody got to tell Kyle Bird that was 3 outs.
Oh, is he going back to the mound for more?
He's going back.
Maybe he'll come back out in the 9th. 12-7, Rangers on top.
Let me just say why the Lakers are better with LeBron.
I think they're worse with LeBron right now.
That's a hot take, Marcellus.
LeBron's supposed to be the difference maker in those moments.
LeBron's still the best player.
Look, where they're really better. Remember last year, everything was about LeVar. Now we're talking about one of the greatest all-time players.
Plus, he does that cool thing with his hands in the chalk.
People in L.A. like, oh, this is Prada. Can y'all chill out?
LeBron's like bacon, man. Everything's better with him.
He was a bacon.
He's the best player I've ever seen.
One of the best hitters in the MLB, man.
Michael, it's unbelievable, man. He makes everything easier for me.
He was always playing hard, you know.
Whatever he was doing it in the field, I just try to do the same.
Miss that guy on the baseball field.
You know, way better human being than a player.
Saturday, April 20th, the first 15,000 fans get the Snapple Tom Thumb Batting Champs Michael Young bobblehead.
The first sign of a heart attack is a heart attack. Visit advancedbodyscan.com or call 214-214-SCAN for your $99 couples heart and lung scan. Our patent-pending scan could save your life.
My wife and I came in here 3 years ago to Advanced Body Scan. He said that I had a mild aneurysmal dilation of the infrarenal aorta. Truly, I feel like Advanced Body Scan saved my life. Anybody who cares about their grandkids, their wives, their children, should have this done because it is life-saving.
Call Advanced Body Scan today at 214-214-SCAN. Our patent-pending scan could save your life.
Sports fans are gearing up at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in our coverage on Fox Sports.
Well, the Rangers still with a 5-run lead. The bases are loaded for the Angels in this 9th inning, however, and Jose Leclerc on to try and save it.
You see the right-hander numbers overall for him. 6 punch-outs to his 2 walks, 3 saves so far this season. He said, man, that ERA looks kind of high. Obviously, the innings are really low. Jose has absolutely dominated these right-handed hitters. He's had a little bit of an issue with the lefties, but righties hitting